Welcome everyone to the weekends. Our weekend streams are pretty chill. They're usually pretty relaxing, I would like to think. Today we are going in here to a special account. All right, this person has come to me and saying, "Walrus, I need to be blessed. All right, I need you to get on my account and summon." And yes, summon we will. As you guys can see, this man has been working hard, working very, very hard on his way to Crimson Momiji. All right, if you guys are an enthusiast yourself, you guys might be like, "Oh my god, what a lucky man being able to get C6 Kazuha." But hey, sometimes you just gotta go all out. You just got to go all the way out for your boy, right? How many people here has a C6 any character in chat? How many? Does anybody here have a C6 anyone? Let's see. And if any 5-star, yeah, 5-star. 5-star C6. And if you don't have a 5-star C6, what's the highest constellation of a 5-star you own? Not including standard character. So Ashen has a C6 Ganyu. Very nice. C2, C1 Eula. Somebody has C2 a bunch of 5-stars. R2 C2. Is that a Star Wars reference? C3 Raiden. Nice, nice. Chi-Chi is almost at C4. Somebody has Chi-Chi at C5. C2 Ito. So I think C2 is pretty popular, isn't it? Oh, Edward has C5 Ayato. Is there a reason why you didn't go all the way for C6 since you were so close? Legitimate reason. I understand. I understand. Okay. Okay. No problem. Understandable. Spooky Cat says, I have C2 Hu Tao, but it was only because I was pretty lucky. Okay, yeah, I know a lot of people who have C2 characters because, or C1 characters, because they got like early pity for the second one. Like they got the first one relatively early, and they're like, okay, I have some more gems. Let's build some pity up, and then they just get another one. There's a lot of people like that, and every once in a while, people will get lucky. It's just how it is, right? I mean, now that I've said that, I think a lot of people in chat would be like, oh, getting lucky. When am I gonna get lucky? I never gotten lucky before. But your time will come if you play the game long enough. Triple Og says, I have C6 Yula Hutao Ganyu Raiden Albedo Zhao Kazo Ayato Yamiko Ayaka. I find that very hard to believe. I find that very, 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 very difficult to believe. I mean, you know, that would categorize you in the Leviathan category, which, you know, it's not like they don't exist. They exist. It's just it's incredibly, incredibly rare to come across in a Leviathan. Triple OG says, want to come to my world? I'll show you. No, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. I just killed... Was that Dawe? I just killed... Triple Og says... Oh no, I already read that. Yeah, I mean, I believe you. It's just, it's incredibly hard to believe because your species is very difficult to come across. The last time we met somebody, I think, of your species, their name was Sanzu River, and that was like over half a year ago, I believe. I think 8-9 months at this point was ago we came across a man called Sanzu River. And boy, oh boy, the way of the Leviathans, man. I'm telling you guys. That way will no longer go to your home waters. I'm really counting on it, man. I think having Dawe come over is quite frightening. Triple Ox is it bad that I just really want C6 D-Look and I only have him C3? You know what I've noticed? I'm gonna call you Og because triple sounds difficult. I'm gonna call you Og. You know what, Og? I've come to realize that the more I let it just slip my mind, the more that I forget about it, the more that I just let it play its course, I actually just get dealer constellations. Like chat can attest to this. A couple streams ago, I was checking through I was showing chat some of my characters, and there was like an exclamation mark on my D-Look, and I went in, and lo and behold, there was just a C3 sitting there, or like a C2 or something. There was a constellation, and I never unlocked it. Like that's what I'm saying, man. Like the more that you let it slip your mind, it'll just happen so much faster and easier. It's crazy. It actually is crazy. David Salazar says hi, new to chat. Welcome, David. Hey, first time to everything. Hope you get settled in here. You know, I have close to no problems with people saying anything, actually, to be honest with you. Like you can say good things about me, bad things about me, as long as you're like somewhat making sense, everything's gonna be okay. All right, don't think of this as your typical streamer chat. People here are very sophisticated, right? Chat, you guys are sophisticated, right? Banana Peel says, what's Lord Sanzu up to nowadays? He's really busy. Like summer times is really, really busy for him. He hasn't even had much time to play the game. Triple Og says, I love your videos, by the way. Keep being great. Thanks, Og. Not many people really like the way I put out my videos. It's just because a lot of my videos are giving my personal takes and taking my personal experience and packaging it and then delivering it in a way where it's kind of like open-ended, right? And a lot of people want definitive black and white answers, being like, this is the answer, the way. I don't like to do that, and I've gotten a lot of flack for it, but you know, good to know that you enjoy them. Good to know. The Walrus Discord. All right, Moonlight says Discord. Let's see what's up.
May I help you?
We'll be asking the questions, old man. Who are you?
You.
No, not me, you.
Yes, I.
Okay, let's this is just I don't know. Wait, can I get copyrighted for this? Actually, I probably shouldn't show this. You know what? On second thought, I probably shouldn't show this because if I get copyrighted for that, that's gonna be yikes. Shortlock Holmes says, I love your videos, sir. We need more discussions. Yeah, I really do try my best to get people to talk with, like, amongst each other, not just with me, because one of my favorite things to do is actually, you know, sometimes I go to a video and I watch halfway through the video and I'm like already starting to look at the comments because I kind of have a grasp of what the concept or what the person is talking about. And now I'm really interested in what other people have to say about this topic. And then reading the comments, sometimes opening threads and stuff and just reading through them, seeing what people think about a certain topic or discussion is wildly fascinating for me. I don't know about other people. So in many ways, I'm trying to replicate that environment in my content. So it's great to know that some of you guys really enjoy that. So going forward, I'll try to make more meaningful discussions. Oni says, hey Walrus, this is Oni from the Discord, ready and good to go for the polling. We're going for just one constellation, right? Just one. Oh boy. 2 days left. Last con to C6. And oh, okay. Are you guys ready? We are about 7 polls in. We need to win the 50-50. 7 polls in, and we need the 50-50, okay? I still have faith even after saving for 7 months in hopes that Walrus could get the final constellation for my favorite character. The man has saved for 7 months. Can we bring it home? Can we bring this home? Please. We got chat here. You guys are bringing the good vibes, I'm hoping. All right, I need everybody to channel their energies into the skies so I can receive it and get this man his last Kazuha. Let's play some background music. Come on. Okay, that's a good start. We just gave Dawei a solid spanking before we started summoning as well. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. We are 30 polls in. We have 20 polls left. We're not gonna even get to soft pity. Good, Hazel's winning so far. That was 50. That was 57. We're 57. Oh, man, 3 Tomas and 3 Hazos. We got a sack bow. Is that a sack bow? I think that's a sack bow, right? Yeah, that's a sack bow. Okay. We need 20 more polls. Let's see. Let's reach into our we're gonna take these and go back in. So this is 58. 59. 60. 61. 62. 63. Come on. 64. Wrong banner. Wrong. That's supposed to be coming on the Yoimiya banner. Oh. We're so close. We're so close. We need like 15 polls just to reach soft pity. Wait. We are at, I think, 60, 64 or 65. Oh, it's after that C6 Eula pull last time, we gotta redeem our luck. We can't even test our luck. We can't even test our luck. We are 10 away from 75, I think. We're at 64 or 6. I think we're at 64. We're 11 away from soft pity. And we're out. That's it. Oh no. Oh no. So now the question is, Oni, how badly do you want console? How badly do you want this man? Do you want him enough to drop how much is it? $70 Canadian. That means $35 for a 10 pull. Woody, how badly do you want him? How badly do you want him? Yeah, that's like $37 for a 10 pull. Wow. That is Canadian dollars. So US dollars, I'm guessing this is going to be like what, $50? I'm just guessing. 50 or 55. I don't know what they have it priced in the US. I'm pretty sure it's $50 right here. It's 25 US. But yeah, Oni, what's your call? Chicken foot is, can we donate to stream for support? I mean, you could. But I don't know how much that's gonna help. It's really up to Oni here to make the call. We need to see how Oni wants to proceed. I think Oni is calling the bank right now. Oni is probably picking up the phone, dialing the bank, and be like, "Yo, listen, all right, I'm gonna need a small loan of 20 grand." But the question is, are we going to even be able to test the RNG? Can we even test the RNG? Without the RNG, this is where we're going to have to... Actually, you know what? I'm actually curious as to how lucky has Oni been in his own Kazuha summons. That's one Kazuha. Ooh, that's a D look, not a good start. So the previous one, what is Kazuha, right? So how many 50-50? So got Kazuha. How many 50-50 did you win during your summon this time, Oni? Oh no! No! Chicken Foot says, I just beat up my desk knocking on wood. Ah, you see, this is the beauty, isn't it? Can we... Yo, this Oni... That was already 2 that you lost. Oni says, I won around 5, but you already lost 2 50-50s. So that means this next one, you have to have 1, right?
Sussy Chickenfoot just applied wet status. Damn, that's hot. I just beat up my desk coon, knocking on wood.
Damn, mosquitoes. Damn. Okay, okay. Oh, wow. That was an early one, wasn't it? Did get pretty lucky in the C2, C3. I would love to help you get the final con. But we're out. We're dry now. I can't. It's over. The dream. Okay, I call this the Schrodinger cons. Right? Right now, you both, as long as we don't continue polling, you both have Constellation 6 Kazuha and you don't have Constellation 6 Kazuha. It's called Schrodinger cons. Check BP. Oh, they didn't even get BP. They're BP level 8. Damn. And I thought I was slacking on my BP. But the thing is, Oni, I'm pretty sure you can get him if you win your 50-50 before the end of... Oh, wait, no. What am I talking about? You have 2 days to get him. You have 2 days to get him. Oh. Oh, that is... Well... Tomorrow shop resets. Yeah, we can get 5 more, but that still won't get him to soft pity. Like this, you see, this is a great example. This is a great example to demonstrate how Hoyoverse gets you, right? Basically, he cannot guarantee Kazuha unless he spends money. If he gets lucky, he only needs to spend a very little amount. Let's say he including tomorrow, I think he can spend like 20-30 US dollars and he can get Kazuha. C6 Kazuha. If he's unlucky, he's looking at about another like $150. That's crazy to think about, right? Like the difference between getting lucky and not lucky is 150 US dollars. That's the difference right here. If he loses the next 50-50, then he's looking at another $150 worth of primos to guarantee a Kazuha. That's scary to think about. This is why... Oh. What? Wait. Wait, hold on. What? Okay. Okay. I mean, have you been taking a break, Oni, from the game? What is his pity count? His pity count is at 64, I think. 60 to 64, somewhere around there. So we're missing around like 10 to 15 pulls ish to get a 5-star. Jax Floyd says, how are you gonna get to Sumeru, Oni? Spooky Cat says, I'm 75 pity and guaranteed. And if I don't get Kazuha tomorrow with the 5 wishes, I will save my guarantee for the Dendro Archon. I will not lose against Hoyoverse FOMO. Smart. Smart. You know, it really takes somebody of strong willpower to be able to look at something that you really want and know is really good and say, I'm good. Oni says, I have, yeah, been saving for 7 months since our C6 Eula session where we lost every 50-50 and max pity for Kazuha. That is sad. I'll admit it. That is very sad. My heart my heart goes out to everybody who listen. I don't think I personally have ever had to go to hard pity, meaning like 90. Like, how many people in chat have actually reached 90? Like, be honest, how many of you guys have actually gotten your character on the 90th? Like, out of all the summons that I've done, I think the worst I have been to was like 82. 90 is extremely rare. I've almost never heard of anybody who's like gone all the way to 90. I think I've been to 82. Somebody said they got to 92. That's yeah, 70 to 80 is already making me pissed. I know a lot of people who once they get to 80, they already consider themselves really, really sad. I think getting all the way to 90 at this point is almost as rare as getting it on the first try. I don't know. I've gotten back-to-back 5 stars. I've gotten back-to-back like 2 5 stars next to each other. But I've never, ever got a 90. It truly is quite a rare phenomenon. Edward7242 says, first Hu Tao on 90, after that my luck went up. Hu Tao took my friend to 90 pity twice. I think Hu Tao was trying to take your friend to the afterlife as well after that. Holy smokes. Jesus. He's a polar says, so why the hell am I get 90 so much? You might want to double check because I don't think 90 is that common. I think 90 is extremely rare. Odds increase at 60, I think. I remember back in the day people were like, I saw a chart saying odds the odds starts going up at 75. Yeah, it starts from 75 and it gets pretty high to 80. But like once you hit 80, Or how did it work? I don't remember, but I most of my 5 stars I've gotten between 75 and 80. Oh, and he says, Walrus, do you remember that C6 Eula polling session on my account? That was so cursed. You know, these kind of sad memories, they tend they tend to fizzle out from existence. I feel very bad to say this, but I'm gonna have to check the logs for that one, my friend. Triple Og says, yes, I get 90% of my 5 stars from 75 to 78. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. That's why I consider when you hit 80, that's already really unlucky. Chickenfoot says, what about taking a break for like a month, then come back and wishing? I feel like odds are increased off the bat. Here's the thing, Chickenfoot. That is a huge conspiracy theory we can get into, because we can all say like, oh, HoYoverse wants to get you back after they've seen you have committed to not playing the game for so long. So after you stay away from the game for a very long time, and then you come back and then you pull, you get really, really, really lucky. I heard about that. I actually have. And at times I've actually experienced it myself. But there have been games as well where I don't experience that. Zinha says, apparently the chance of 90 pity is 0. Get this, chat. 0.00007227. What's the chance of winning the lottery? 1/3 million. No, 300 million. Wow. So it's not as bad as winning the lottery, obviously. Kisa Polar says, no way, am I that unlucky? That's why, like, sometimes people think they've reached 90, but they actually only reached 80. Like, I've had people think like, oh, I went all the way to 90, and I was like, are you sure? Like, send me the screenshot. Like, that's actually monumental. I need the screenshots. And then they send me the screenshot like, oh, wait a minute, it was 80. And then they just miscounted in their head, and they thought like, oh my god, I've been going on forever. This is the 90th. Oh, I got it on the 90th. I'm so unlucky. But then actually it's the 80th. So you may want to double check. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but you can see it's incredibly rare for it to actually happen. Here's 0 chances. So I have more chance to hit 90 pity than win a lottery? Yes. Lottery is 1 in 302 million. Which, you know, is about the same percentage that HoYoverse is gonna buff Amber. Roughly the same. Lazy Dogs, after 73 pity for every wish, odds of 5S is increased by 6%. Oh, 5 stars is increased by 6%. So like 73 minus 0.6, 74, 6.6, 75, 12.6. I see. So technically, starting on... Okay, I see. And people still buy lottery hum. Yeah, they do. Triple Og says, War, how do you feel about Tainari design? Has it grown on you, or you think you think it's bad? Okay, Tainari. Here's the thing about Tainari. Let's get into I'll show you guys, right? Like, here's the thing. Oh my god. Hold on. My queen bee Sneaky has just dropped a new photo series. Very good, very good. Nice, nice, nice. Very nice, very nice. Hold on, I can't show this on stream. I can't. Very nice. Ooh. Yes. Yes. Very good, very good. Anyways, what were we talking about? Oh right, Tainari, yeah. Whew. Got distracted just a little bit. You can never be too careful. All right, let's take a look at Twitter. Tainari, what the fuck was that? Oh, it's a yawn. Oh my god. Oh, sorry. I was just looking at Sneaky photos, so mine was not in the okay, now mine's in the right space now. I'm good to go, chat. Don't worry. I'm good. Where's Tainari? Bro, Hoyoverse, you guys gotta chill with your... Oh, there it is. Here it is. Okay. So, let's use this photo. Here's the thing about Tainari. When I saw this orb, I swear, I thought he was I thought he was a catalyst. I thought this man is a catalyst user. And ever since I've said that, I've read in my comments, people's like, Walrus, obviously he's a bow user. What is so obvious about him being a bow user? Please tell me. If you don't look at leaks, how do you know he's a bow user? If you don't look at leaks. Look at this orb. How can you tell me that this isn't like a reference to like a catalyst user? The man is floating. I honestly wouldn't say his design has grown on me, but it's nice. It's a breath of fresh air, and he's, I think, going to be like what, our first Dendro 5-star, right? His ears tell me that he's a bow user. What? What? Wait, how? Am I missing something here? That's so cap. Like, how? Like, okay, the character design overall here looks okay. I'll give it, out of 10, I'll give Tainari like 5 or 6. But it's like a barely pass. It's a barely passable grade, to be honest with you guys. Kale, honestly, I like the color schemes. I like the color palette more. Right? Like what color is this considered? Like is this like a dark reddish brown color, along with her like olive what is this here? Like mantle, like, and then she got the what the hell are these colors? Cream, orange, mandarin. What is this color? Like this yellowish, cape thingy. And her purple eyes really stick out. I like the color combination here a lot more. Tainari just feels a little bland for me. Just a little bland. But let's be honest here. When it comes to color, vibrancy, and just general aesthetics, I think Dory definitely takes the cake among all three. I mean, there's so much bling bling, okay? There's so much bling bling. Don't get mad at me, Twitter. Don't cancel me. Like, I mean, you can't cancel me anyways, because I'm not big enough to get canceled. But look at the bling bling on this character. Bling, 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 and bling, and giant bling right here. And if you're gonna count bling, bling, and a motherfucking bling. And the eyes are 2 bling blings as well. And then she's got her freaking thing here, bling. God damn, this character is kitted out, if I do say so myself. Like, come on. If you guys, you cannot listen. Nobody can look me in the face and say that Dory doesn't have the best outfit out of like all 3 of these characters. Dory is better than the other 2 combined when it comes to just aesthetic. It's just so out there, man. Like, Dory just looks so my god. You missed the blink. I'm pretty sure I did. You know, I'm pretty sure I did. But Dory, round of applause. I think Dory takes a cake for just generous there. And like the giant ribbon here as well. You know, it's just so much going on here for this character. I like this character. Looks cool. Bling Queen. Yeah, actually though. I love her top. Like, here's the thing. You gotta give props to the eventual cosplayers. I'm sure there are already people who have cosplayed as Dory. Cosplaying as this character is going to be quite the quite a difficult task here. I would like to see these people make it through a metal detector. Right? Can you imagine going to an anime con and then you got all these blings on and you got to make it through security? You got to take every single one of them off and then put it back on afterwards. Kwame says, will you also analyze the trailer units? Yeah, we could do that. Genshin Impact. Here it is. All right. 3 million views. Okay. So. Don't want to talk about the other stuff. I just want to look at the characters this time. Where's the characters? Here. So. Tainari in this format is giving me strong like Goro vibes. I don't know about you guys. I'm feeling a lot of like Goro vibes from this character. Just saying. Similar feel to it. Chickenfoot, thank you for the 5 and says, my Dory don't jiggle jiggle, she blings. I don't know how many people is gonna understand that reference. Isn't that from TikTok? Right? Isn't that from TikTok?
Chickenfoot just applied wet status. Damn, that's hot. My Dory don't jiggle jiggle, she blings.
You know, I can nod to that. I can give a toast to that. My Dory don't jiggle jiggle, she blings. I like to see her wiggle wiggle. Now, calm down. If you guys don't know the reference, don't start assuming I'm like sexualizing her or anything. It's a joke. It's a joke. Triple Ox says, hey Walrus, do you think Dendro and Geo reaction should have been Zhongli petrification? Oh no, because if that were to be the case, then Zhongli petrification loses a schmackadoodle ton of value. I think I've come to accept the fact that Geo is just going to be a character with innate higher scaling than others to make up for the fact that it doesn't have any reaction, any offensive reaction. And I'm okay with that. And I've come to terms with it, even though it would be a lot more fun to introduce more expressive reactions, not even have to be damage, just more creative, more utility reactions even. But Hoyoverse have decided to not do that. So I will live with that reality. Truly sad though. Now people kept telling me that, oh, I see it. People were saying that all of their visions were showing right there. So this guy is going to be a Dendro character. Okay, so immediately when I look at him, I like the way he looks like the slender swordsman type or like a polearm user. But I'm going to go with... It's really hard to put a finger on these characters. This person could either be a polearm. Actually, I can see this person being a bow user as well, like kind of like Tartaglia, but Dendro. But people were saying this, like Tainari is a bow user, so there's no way they're gonna drop another bow user. So there's no way he's a catalyst user. It's either Claymore, bow. I mean, it's either Claymore, polearm, or sword. Sword would be cool. Polearm would be really cool as well. And this lady, holy smokes, my god, this one takes the cake. I'll be honest with you guys, this one is oh no. I could have this character be a sword user. I could see her as a polearm user as well, to be honest with you guys. I can kind of see her with a claymore as well. But she looks so nimble. She looks like her fighting style is going to be even more elusive than Eula. I feel like she's gonna be dancing around the battlefield, and it's gonna be even more insane than Eula. You know this character is gonna be one of, if not the most popular character in all of Sumeru. Just case closed. It's almost certain at this point. No other character has this level of, you know, oomph about them. Yeah. When I saw this character, I was like, holy smokes, I want to main this character. Almost. I want to main this character. Overall, her design is just so clean. She's giving me what's, you guys know Jobless Reincarnation? What's her name? The bodyguard from Jobless Reincarnation. The wolf lady. What's her name? This lady. She's giving me these vibes. Oh my goodness. Guys, see that? See the resemblance? See the resemblance? I would say Hoyoverse took a lot of inspiration. Just saying. Giving me strong vibes here. Strong vibes. Anyways. I think she's going to be pretty cool. I think she's going to be pretty wild. I hope she has a transformation phase. Because look at her. Okay, look at her right hand here. Let's break this down a little bit. Look at her right hand. I am expecting a razor-like burst. I'm expecting a razor-like burst. Meaning her burst is going to give her some sort of like pyro infusion with like a shapeshift or something like that. She looks like she has that. She's like an animal or of some sort. Is that her hair or is that actual ears? I don't see a tail, so I'm not sure. But like, she got her human ear, so I guess that's just the hair. That's how she does her hair. Fake cat ears. Damn it, they get us every time. They get us every time. Like, I'd be surprised if they don't use this right hand, these claws, incorporated into her combat of some sort. I do think she's gonna have a rather more barbaric, outlandish, just a more ruthless fighting style. Think Razor, Pyro, and Eula combined. Stuff like that. Looks really good. Now this character, I think this character kind of got overshadowed a lot. That looks like a Hydro Vision. I don't it's really hard to. Oh, wait. It's really hard to put a finger on this one. Sword? Catalyst? Like, I'm leaning towards Catalyst. But she could be Sword as well, right? Like, either one works. There's gonna be a Hydro character. Like, this is the thing. Because we have Yelan, look at it like this, chat. We have Yelan, we have Ayato, we have Kokomi. These three most recent Hydro characters, they almost completed everything that you could possibly ask for from a Hydro character. What is there that you guys could possibly want from a Hydro character? Apart from her being like some sort of insanely broken unit, let's say everything, right? Like, let's be realistic here. What is a feature that you can ask from a utility feature from a Hydro character at this point? A buffer like Shinhe, Hydro buffing and CC. Someone that can dirt. Oh, crit. I was like, I don't know what that means. What does dirt mean? Someone that can crit. But Yelan can crit. Or like buff, like basically a buffer you guys want. Someone that can clap cheeks. Okay, so basically, alright, going off of what chat is saying here, basically, if she's not a Hydro buffer of some sort, right, she is not going to be as desirable. But if she were a Hydro buffer, what kind of buffer? Like, what do you guys want her to buff? What do you want the Hydro buffer to buff? HP? Attack? Attack is already covered by Bennett. There's almost no point. Like, but what's the point of buffing HP? Hydro damage and HP. Now that is very interesting. Listen, my friend. Attack speed? That is smart. That is actually very smart. Using Hydro to buff attack speed. But I think the other one is really, really interesting. Buffing, what was it? Hydro damage and HP? Yeah, Hydro damage and HP. That'll be pretty insane. EM buff. I think EM buff will be carried. EM buffing will be probably covered by Dendro character. I'm pretty sure EM buffing is going to be covered by Dendro character. I know there are characters who already do it, like Diona C6, Kazuha C2. What other characters can buff EM? I know it already exists in the game, but like there might be a character that comes out and just takes a cake as the dedicated EM buffer and just skyrockets. Sucrose, Albedo. Oh yeah. Sucrose and Albedo both can do it as well. But yeah, that's, you see, chats, you guys are giving some great ideas. However, that's really valuable stuff, right? Like buffing, Hydro damage, and HP. Will Hoyoverse be comfortable enough giving us something like that? That really, because think about it like this, chat. Hydro is already a very, very in demand and popular element, and taking it even further, saying like, oh, we're gonna give a Hydro character that now further elevates Hydros and many Hydro characters reliance on HP scaling. It just seems a little bit difficult to balance, in my opinion. What do you mean unpopular? I meant popular. Sorry. I meant Hydro is a very popular element because it's a centerpiece in, like, Hydro is a centerpiece in Vaporize, comms, Electro Charge, right? Oh, what is that? Oh my god. Anyways, you see, like, Hydro is in Freeze, Vaporize, Electro Charge, and is there anything else? Am I missing something? Vaporize, Electro Charge, Freeze, right? It's absolutely insane how useful the element is, and giving it a character like, let's say, whatever she does, and she buffs Hydro damage, and she buffs HP, that's gonna be quite insane. But truth be told, there is a need kind of for that type of character. Oh my god, Jabba is Jabba's gone big, just saying. Let's see. Marcus Bollocks says, but that's what they did with Pyro though. They buffed it without it being necessary with Dendro. But the thing is, if Pyro doesn't get so powerful, I wouldn't even say Pyro is the best element in the game. I would right now say Hydro is definitively the most important because, like, for the reasons I listed. Pyro would be a close second or third. I think Anemo could be a runner, like, could be really difficult to place between it's between Anemo and Pyro for second. I would say Anemo is second, Pyro is third, followed by the Cryo, and then followed by Electro, and then finally Geo. Something like that. Geo might be better than Electro, but like I think because of Electro Charge. Because of Electro Charge, I do think that Electro has more usage than Geo. But that's just my opinion, okay? Triple Ox says, hey Walrus, do you think Cryo and Dendro can coexist at the same time since they have no reaction? So if you add Pyro, it'll cause melt and burning like in Taser. If you add Pyro, it makes over vape or vape load, right? I like to call it vape load. But I think Cryo and Dendro can coexist. I'm thinking of a team structure, right, Triple Og? Because let's say you have Tainari, you have, let's take a safe Cryo bet, you have Diona, and then you want to have Melt and Burning, right? You want Melt and Burning, meaning you need an on-field DPS. Let's just go with D-Look. But then what? I don't. This is like what I'm thinking about right now is like how is it gonna stick to the enemies? Because you need the enemies to be affected by both Dendro and Cryo at the same time. That has to stay on the enemy so that when you apply Pyro, you can react with both, which then I don't know. I think it could be, but I think it's just not going to work out, or it's never going to become a popular way to play. I can see it working. I can see it working like Burning and Melt, but that's just like quite excessive. You know what I mean? So I maybe Hoyoverse knows how good it's gonna be, so they're not gonna let it work because I think you're gonna have to choose between either Burning or Melt. That's what Hoyoverse is gonna force you to do. Numiri says, before 3.0 live, they better have a video explaining how Dendro actually works. I don't think they're gonna do that, to be honest. I think they'll show you guys maybe a little more. But they won't actually come out and explain how it's meant to be played and how it works. They want you guys, they want us, I guess, the players, to go in and do it ourselves. And this is when the theory crafters, you know, they have a raging boner for the upcoming patch. You know, like the guide people are already like, you know, flipping their eyes back into their sockets, but like, you know, the guides people, after seeing this video, they're gonna be like, holy smokes, we have content, baby. But the real people who have the content are the theory crafters. The theory crafters who don't sit there and meticulously work out the intricacies between every single possible Dendro reaction usage and whatnot. They're gonna add a new page to their elemental gauge theory and all that stuff. I'm gonna blow this whole thing off, like off the lid off this thing. That's, you know, the real salvation here. It's really for the theory crafting people, because at this point, I think they're out of things to really theorize and craft. Right? A lot of this stuff to them is very simple, like working out DPS charts, working out weapon charts. It's just plug and use, plug and record, plug and record. But now, really, we have something to new to work with. I'm excited. Although I don't follow them, I do think it's great that Dendro's coming out, and I don't think HoYoverse is gonna really show them or show us at all how it's gonna work. Ayaka Melt is finally going to be viable. Here's my not theory, I guess. Here's my little bit of walrus excitement here, I guess. Ayaka Melt might be possible now because of burning. Because burning is a continuous AoE of Pyro, essentially, right? So now, as long as you apply burning on the enemy, they're gonna continuously be affected by it, and then you can use Ayaka maybe to synergize with that. But then again, my question is, why haven't people tried to synergize Ayaka with Xiangling? To be honest, I haven't tried. Ayaka with Xiangling. Is there a problem? Is it like the internal cooldown? Is it ICD issues? Is that why? Or is it because Shinhe teams are just so much better? I don't know, you see? Burning lasts similar to Electrocharge, right around 3 to 5 seconds? No idea. I honestly have no idea. I mean, I think we can actually test it if we really wanted to. And I think I've activated Burning accidentally. But I don't know, because right now I don't know if they have it coded into the game properly. What if they adjust it? It might not work the same way it's working in game right now. You don't know that. I think it's the fact that without freeze, enemies can move out of her burst. That's a very valid reason, actually. Holy smoke. Look, I was watching a Genshin video the other day, and they were using some B-roll footage of them play. I think it was... Oh, no, it was Tectone's video. And he was using Ayaka in one of his clips, and there was a moment when Ayaka used her burst, and the enemy just disappeared after her animation. And she just bursted into nothingness. And that's a huge thing with Ayaka. I almost forgot about that. Like, damn. Yeah, that's true. Her animation takes so long, her burst doesn't really like lock people in place. It kind of just pushes them back. So yeah, maybe Melt Ayaka is gonna be very difficult to make work. Unless the enemies are like stationary, can't move. Maybe. A Tiny Meow says, burning applies high unit of pyro so Ayaka can get each one of her ICD ticks melted. Now that is highly theoretical. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because if that's true, then yeah, maybe Melt Ayaka is finally going to be just better. But then what is Shinhe going to do? Is Shinhe going to be in the team? See, this is going down a rabbit hole that is just too deep. Too deep. Now let's move on to the next character. So I didn't know if this was going to be the Archon. And turns out, this is the Archon. Oh, damn. They didn't really show it for that long, did they? So this, my friends, is the Dendro Archon, apparently. As people said in the comments. Apparently, that's what people said. So, I don't know how I feel about that. But she is like a Klee, right? She's the same species as Klee. And also the same species as Klee's dad. So... how do you guys feel about this? Are you guys excited to pull for her? I'm definitely pulling for her. I just need to know, you know. But you see, here's the tricky thing, right? Archons I don't want to say they are constellation reliant, but having constellations for Archons, listen, with exception to Venti doesn't count. Starting since Zhongli, having like a C1, C2 for Archons has been incredibly valuable. Incredibly valuable. I'm worried that Hoyoverse, like for Zhongli, it was C2. For Raiden, it was C3. I am really scared for her, it's going to be C4. Like, Venti was a C0. Nobody needed any constellations for Venti. C0 Venti was like the best. And then when Zhongli came around, C2 was ideal. Like, if you can get him to C2, that actually changes a lot about him. Your shield uptime is just much better. In fact, I would argue it's like double, right? I don't know the math behind it, but I think your shield uptime is just double. And a lot of people will be like, "Oh, my Zhongli shield never breaks anyways." Yeah, but it really depends on who you play. If you play Yoimiya teams, you can't dodge, right? You can't dodge. You just got to take the hit with the shield on. So your shield end up taking so much damage. Having that C2 for Zhongli is so damn good. But Raiden came along. Her C2 was amazing. I would say Raiden C2 even outdid Zhongli C2. But then Raiden C3, that extra 3 talent levels really just scaled things up so much for Raiden. It's a very noticeable difference. You see, if Hoyoverse keeps this trend up, the Dendro Archon is going to be C4, and then what's the next one? The Pyro Archon, C5, and then Fontaine, the Hydro Archon is going to be C6, and the Cryo Archon is going to come full circle. You're going to have C6 R5. Hydro Archon is next. Oh, okay. Yeah, so Hydro Archon after this one is going to be C5. Pyro Archon is going to be C6. I don't know. Honestly, I'm okay getting her to like C1, C2 if that constellation is really good. She'll probably have crack EM buff. That's what I was thinking, right? Like, that's why I was saying, like, EM is going to be almost a Dendro exclusive thing. And if you just think about her from a story perspective, is that she's a youngest Archon. And even in this teaser video, they were saying left by the previous Dendro Archon, the Great Lord Rukadevata, is that she is taking over the job essentially from the previous one. Now, what weapon is she going to be? I think she's going to be a catalyst. I'm 3J. Please don't be a catalyst. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, I think she's going to almost 100% be a catalyst. This is no going around it. Like, Tainari is not a catalyst. This guy is not a catalyst. She is not a catalyst. She is not a catalyst. She has to be a catalyst. This is like the only suitable catalyst user out of all these rosters. Like, you're gonna tell me this guy's a catalyst user? Hell no. Hell no. This guy's a spear, right? Please tell me he's a spear. This guy has... If this guy ain't a spear character, like, Hoyoverse is doing something wrong. This guy has to be a spear. Which leaves her to be the catalyst. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. We got bow, I guess. Sword or polearm. Claymore or sword. Or polearm. Sword or catalyst. Catalyst. I'm trying to think. Like a bow? Maybe bow. Like if she I can see her using a bow, but I'm really sure she's a catalyst. Like listen, she is the Archon of wisdom. When you think of wisdom, what do you think of? Books. Books, people. Okay? What's another way to say books, or like a book with a lot of wisdom in it? Or you can just call it like a book that symbolizes wisdom. what do you call a book that symbolizes, or you know, is a representation of wisdom? You can essentially call that book a catalyst for wisdom. She's a catalyst user. God damn it. Oh my god. You can't get away from it. It fits too perfectly. All right, chat. Let's just move on so the sadness can leave our bodies and penetrate into another dimension. Accept the reality that we listen. There is a reality where the Dendro Archon is like a tall, sexy lady, right? That binds her enemies with tree roots, and you know, and whips them with vines and shit. And I know that's somebody's kink in chat, and that person literally just like, oh. But what we got is a lolly who probably is going to be a more supportive character that buffs EM most likely for the rest of your team. Okay. So yeah. Now let's talk about this dude. This is the only dude that we know was gonna be in Subaru. This is the only one. His name was Sino, right? Am I even saying, is it right, Sino, or is it Chino? Like I swear, I'm gonna ask Google Translate. All right, pronounce this for me, please. Pronounce this for me. Google.
Sino.
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 There it is. Imagine if his name is China. Oh, that's a good one. But looking at this one, he's Electro. Pretty neat, right? You can bet that this character is gonna be designed for Electro Dendro reactions, right? I wonder how many people is gonna try to run him with Electro Charge. I think he's gonna function really well with Electro Dendro, and depending on what Electro Dendro does, could be a really good character. Are these all 5 stars? Now that's my next question. Are these all 5 stars? Because I could, and listen, chat, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I'm just saying, I can see this character as a 4-star. I can see him as a 4-star. I can see that he could be a 4-star. He really could. But unlikely, albeit very unlikely, but I could see it. Right? He could, but I'm just let's be honest. This character could be a 4-star. Come on, Chad, stop the cap. Stop the cap. This character could be a 4-star character. Like, just looking at it like this, it could be. Like, I thought Toma was going to be a 5-star. This guy is this. Let's all right. Hear me out, chat. The only reason this character is a 5-star is because of that cape, and there's no one that can convince me. If this cape or whatever the frick he's wearing wasn't so fancy, he's a 4-star. Stop the cap, chat. Like, listen. Look at what he's wearing. If that were like just a frickin' black jacket, he could be a 4-star as well. A lot of the times, 5 stars, you just gotta look at their clothing. Tainari, listen. This could be a 4-star too. The only character, all right, I would say the only 2 characters. There are 2 characters that, looking at them, there is close to no way in hell they are 4 stars. This character and this girl. These 2 are definitively 5 stars. Just looking at them. You just look at them. That's a 5 star. That's a 5 star. Come on. That's a 5-star. There's no way Hoyoverse did all this just for a 4-star. These 2 are 5 stars. If you want to look at a 4-star design, go look at Rosaria. All right? Go look at Rosaria and tell me that doesn't look like a 4-star character. This right here, people, this is a 4-star design. Right here. Right here. That's 4-star. That's 4-star. That's 4-star right there. You gonna tell me this is the same as this? No. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like these other characters, God knows, like look at this dude, man. Like, come on, he actually could be a 4-star. He could be. Doesn't mean I'm saying he is going to be. He very well could be a 5-star. If this is actually a Dendro Archon, she's a 5-star, right? You look poor. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Somebody screenshot that and send it to the Twitter warriors. Excuse me. Just because he dresses like that doesn't mean he's poor. Doesn't mean he's not wealthy. He could be a pharaoh, and pharaohs can be rich as fuck and fucking bury you in mountains of gold. Bad take, my friend. Even your boy Walrus isn't ballsy enough to say something like that. He looks poor. Oh my god. Bury me, daddy. Yeah, I know. Like, please. I'm just joking. I know. Don't worry about it. Here, over here, Walrus got you. I'm actually okay. Now that we've gone through all of them, let me rank like how popular I think each of them are going to be. All right. Number 1. Stop it, chat. Don't even try to convince me. Stop. Don't try to convince me. Let's just all unanimously agree on which character out of all of these are going to be the most popular. Number 1. This is number 1. The most popular. No questions asked. Yeah, let's just pretend number 1 doesn't even exist anymore. This is a definitive number 1 most popular. Followed by that, I think Sino is going to be number 2. This is going to be the second most popular character. Followed by that, number 3. Because people are weird. This is going to be number 3. Now, number 4 is really interesting. Number 4 is between her and him, I think. In my opinion. I think these two characters will fight for the number 4 spot. Now, I don't know who's going to be more popular. I'm leaning towards her because I think there's just going to be a bigger male player base. So I think they're going to just lean more towards this character. And then he's going to be 5th. And Tainari is going to be 6th. I think a lot of people are going to skip Tainari. I'll be honest with you guys. I think a lot of people are skipping Tainari. I think right now there's going to be a good chunk of people skipping the Dendro Archon. If it means they can guarantee this character. Boo says, I love Tainari, but he has so much going on. Like, why? I think Tainari, unfortunately, it's just like he doesn't look very exciting. He doesn't have that. Alright, I gotta show you guys something. From an anime. I'll show you guys, and I hope you guys understand why. This is who Tainari reminds me of. This trope. This is the Tainari trope. not trope, but like this is the vibe that he's given off for me. Like a side character who's, you know, lovable, has character to some degree, but for the most part is a supporting character. They're not like, you know, like that, like they even have a similar haircut. Like, come on, chat. Like, come on, they have the same haircut. Okay, maybe I'm being a little too harsh on Tainari here, but I wholeheartedly believe that this character is going to be underappreciated. Tainari stooped even lower. No, I don't mean to crash on the guy. I'm just saying with this character, like people now know the existence of this character, and they have to prepare for the Archon, like, right, just because the Archon is going to be around, and they know Sino's on the horizon as well, and of course for the people who are like already losing their mind, like the small amount of people who are like, oh my god, I must have this guy, and also the other people who's like, oh my god, she's so cute, I need her. Come on, like, can you guys really say Tainari is in a competing position against all these characters? No, I don't think so. And is HoYoverse gonna make Tainari really damn good, like the Dendro Kazuha, to make people regret? Maybe they won't. I mean, maybe they will. But maybe they won't. And I've come to realize that in recent times, HoYoverse have come to the realization that they don't really need to incentivize you to get characters through strength. You know why? Because the people who are skipping him, for her, they're still gonna give HoYoverse the money anyways. It's not like the money's going anywhere. It's just being delayed to another character. Like, I think HoYoverse has finally caught on to this fact that, oh, we don't need to entice people to pull for every single character. Yeah, it'd be nice if they do, but hey, if you're skipping Tainari for her, we're still getting your money. If you're skipping Tainari for her, we're still getting your money. Skipping Tainari for Sino, we're still getting your money. At the end of the day, the money always ends up in HoYoverse's pocket. It doesn't matter. Like, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Right? So I think nowadays HoYoverse is gonna be okay having Tainari be a little underwhelming, because that's just how they want the progression and introduction of Dendro. It's a shame if Dendro comes in and feels like ass, because the character isn't that good. But I think what more people are going to be focusing on is not really Tainari himself. It's going to be more about Dendro and how it interacts with the other elements. And as long as HoYoverse nails Dendro the element, I think Tainari is going to benefit greatly from the Dendro success overall. And less people will be like, Tainari sucks ass. You know what? Okay, I just thought of something. This is why HoYoverse won't really like go that hard to design Tainari to be a good character, because the vast majority of the community won't even know what the hell they're doing with Dendro when it first comes out. Let's be honest. So like, people can't say Tainari is bad because everybody else is just going to say, well, maybe it's because we don't know how he works yet. Right? Like, you can't literally, actually, you can't say Tainari is bad until you figured out all the Dendro reactions. You can't. You'll just be like clickbaiting. Nobody can say Dendro or Tainari is trash tier or garbage until you absolutely have figured out exactly how Dendro is meant to be played with all of its synergies. Before then, nobody can really be that critical of Tainari and Dendro in general. Which is probably what HoYoverse is going to be banking on. And by the time we figure out Dendro, which is probably going to be like a patch or something, a patch or two, other Dendro characters are going to be slated for release, and by then people would have forgotten about Tainari. Nobody will even talk about Tainari anymore. Give like 3-4 weeks, after 3.0 comes out, no one is going to be talking about Tainari. Everybody's going to be talking about the Dendro reaction, Dendro teams, like how Dendro changed the game, how Dendro is like, like so amazing or it's so bad or whatever. And by the time the community kind of reconciles and comes back together, be like, okay, a new character comes out, the hype comes ramping up with all the content creators making videos and hyping up the new characters. Tainari is going to be like an afterthought. So why would Hoyoverse even put that much thought and effort into this character to begin with? I guess it makes sense, right? So Tainari is probably going to be an okay character, not going to be too amazing, not going to be bad. This is going to be slapped right in the middle, okay. And that's okay, right? Because we have so much to look forward to. And for that reason is why I think Tainari is going to be the least popular Sumeru release out of all of these characters. Followed by that, it's going to be this dude. It's going to be him. Followed by that, it's going to be her. Then Sino is going to be the second most popular, and the most popular character, without a doubt, is going to be her. Now, who's going to have the most banner sales? I think it still might be her. It still might be her. I think she might have the. I think she might have the most banner sales still. Because I just can't imagine them messing up an Archon. Look at how much money they made from Raiden Shogun. Are they going to miss out on an opportunity? It's once per year, right? Hoyoverse has one opportunity every year to make that kind of money. Are they really going to let that slip away from them? I don't think so. The fact that she's an Archon, the fact that she's just like, it's just that association with premium and quality. Zhongli has been in the meta ever since his buff, and still very strong character to this date. And it's been over a year since his buff, like year and a half. Still very good. Raiden Shogun's release, right? She's very popular at C0, even more so at C2, C3. These Archons are already a symbol of quality and assurance. And for anybody looking for great value and pickup, it's just a no-brainer to pick up an Archon. Now, the most popular character and the one with the most banner sales aren't necessarily going to be the same character. She could be wildly popular with like fan arts and like communities, like cosplayers and all that stuff, and just people maining her. But at the end of the day, a lot of people who are going to be after that assurance of like quality and longevity, they're going to be going for the Archon. That's just that. Dark FTL says skipping her means not experiencing Dendro to the fullest, right? Like, in a way, yeah, think about it like that. If you do choose to skip the Dendro Archon, in a way, you're not going to be able to fully access Dendro's capabilities. That's one way to look at it, yeah. Techie the Virus is, Walrus, Zhongli C0 is perfectly fine. No one will get his cons when he reruns. Well, I don't know when he's gonna rerun, but I think getting a Zhongli C0 is like you said, it's good enough. No, I don't think anybody really will hunt for Zhongli C2. Just like many C0 Raiden users are like, oh, I think C0 Raiden is perfectly fine. She's one of the most broken character in the game, which that's debatable. But yeah, like not many people even have Raiden at C2 or C3. A lot of them do, but very little. But more people have Raiden C2 than Zhongli C2. That's I know that for a fact. Lloyd Ortiz says one rule I have is to pull for every Archon and every Fatui. That sounds like fun. We actually right now we need one more Archon and we can build a full Archon team. Unfortunately, I don't think she's going to be a healer because it's going to be such a waste to make an Archon into a healer. She's going to be a buffer, isn't she? Is she going to be a buffer, or she's going to be a damage dealer, or she's going to be like a wide area applicator? Imagine if she has the range of Ganyu, the uptime of Kokomi, the damage. Huh. Who's a character that has great consistent damage? Because I'm just trying to piece together how she's going to be designed. How is Hoyoverse going to make us really want this character? Like, I honestly feel like she has to do some sort of damage. Think about Zhongli, right? Yeah, his main role is to protect the team, but he still does a good chunk of damage. So I think for her job is primarily going to be buffing the team when it comes to EM, and maybe just like, well, if you're buffing EM, you're buffing a ton of stuff. You're buffing like all the utility features. You're buffing damage in certain situations. You're just buffing so much. And on top of that, she has to do more than just being a buffer. She cannot just be a buffer and call it a day. Right? Raiden Shogun is a great damage dealer, but she also supercharges the rest of her team. You guys see where I'm going with this? Venti You see, that's why Venti fell out of the meta. That's why Venti fell out of the meta. Like Venti, he's a great grouper and he can access the Viridescent set, but like that's not really two different things, right? You can see all the other Archons specifically does two different tasks in one team. What's her thing then? Like what's this character's thing? Venti's passive is like energy something. Yeah, Venti can regen I think 15 energy for himself and the element of it, the infusion that his burst did. But you see Raiden Shogun just does that way better. Huh? Right? Raiden gives it to her entire team regardless of whatever the hell happened. Venti does a lot of damage, but then Venti doesn't do as much damage as Raiden Shogun. Venti doesn't provide as much protection as Zhongli. The only thing Venti has is that he groups enemies. He's the best grouper. You can group all the enemies in one spot and you can just nuke them down. But if there's no enemies to group or the enemies cannot be lifted or CC'd by his burst, then Venti loses a lot of value. But Venti is a lot more niche nowadays. Right? It's not like, I mean, somebody can point to Zhongli and be like, oh, well, Zhongli then is niche as well because they are anti-shield characters. But the thing is, Zhongli's shield not only provides protection, it also provides an area debuff for the enemies. Right? That's more than one. It protects you, and it also shreds the resistance of the enemies. And a lot of people was like, oh, but like there are like mobs that suck energy, so I guess Raiden is useless. In fact, not really, because that just makes Raiden even more useful because she replenishes the energies. A lot of these things, right? It's just how the game has evolved. So you see, now I'm just looking at her. What the hell is she gonna do? And it has to be something special, because look at what Raiden does. Look at what Zhongli does. Look at what Venti does. Like, almost, like, yes, other characters can kind of do it, but none of them do it as well. So what's she gonna do? That maybe other characters can kind of do, but they'll never be able to do it as well as she can. That's the question here. She's gonna help us touch grass. She's gonna turn us into grass. Ikara says, we don't have any Dendro characters to compare her to yet. That's right. Like, it's just so hard to get a grasp on her concept and utility when we don't even have a single Dendro character to work off of yet. Well, yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much where we're at right now. I think for the most part, she's gonna be fine. I don't think many people need to worry too much. You guys can rest assured knowing that Hoyoverse is probably gonna come in here and make her so damn good and desirable for the Dendro meta. I'm also thinking of things that Hoyoverse can do that things that Hoyoverse can do to make Dendro meta. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Right now, Dendro doesn't feel like it's gonna change much. I don't think Dendro is gonna change too much. Ikura says, what if she messes with the ICD of reactions? Like, she reduces it? Like, she reduces internal cooldown metrics by 1 second? That's just another buff to Yoimiya. That's just another Yoimiya buff. Wait, hold up. Wait, hold up. That's just another Yoimiya buff, though. Imagine every single one of Yoimiya's auto attack. Imagine every single one can vape. Every single one. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. Look. Oh my god, that's vaping. That's vaping. Every single shot. Vaping, 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 vaping. Oh my. Amazing. You guys think Yoimiya's gonna target these things right below her? No, 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 please, please, please. Oh my god. Imagine every single one of these hits. That would be great, but that would be very broken and also kind of niche. Because let's be honest, not a lot of characters have these ICD issues. It's only very few of them that have it. So, for it to be such an integral part of a character's kit could be, you know, could fall flat. We need to think bigger, more expansive. Like, think of Raiden Shogun energy regen. That is so, like, basic, right? That's such an integral part of the gameplay experience. We could have her reduce cooldown of your elemental skill or your burst skill cooldown. Right? Imagine if your characters have less cooldown. All of them. All 4 of your characters bursts have less cooldown, and you pair her with Raiden Shogun. Now you are regenerating energy faster with less cooldown for your characters. For your elemental skill and burst skill. So someone like Yoimiya can have permanent infusion. Wait, is that what Raiden C6 does? I actually never memorized what Raiden C6 does. What decrease all nearby party members? Oh, never mind then. Hey, scratch that. Scratch that. Never mind. Terrible idea. Ooh. Ooh la la. Then what else? What else could she do? Like, yes, EM buffing is cool and all, but like I really don't see like that much value when it just comes to EM buffing. Combat Medic Mercies has got to go. Good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, Combat. EM buff plus ICD would apply to every team except Geo and Freeze. Hmm. Bigger debuff than VV plus EM. Whoa, buddy. Chat, do you think that's justified for the Dendro Archon to produce a bigger debuff on the enemies than Viridescence even has right now? Nah, Anemo would be pointless. Would it though? Because Dendro characters won't, like a Dendro Archon necessarily won't fit into every single team. And you could only have one Dendro Archon per Abyss. So you're still gonna have to bring your Anemo characters on the other side as well. Right? Think about it like that. Because just because one character does something better, like for example, I can only, my Zhongli is my best shielder, but I can only bring him in one team. If I need another Zhongli, I have to go use Diona or something like that, right? So does that mean Diona is useless because Zhongli exists? Not necessarily. Are you serious? People are saving only for the Archon. Archons are broken. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. Hoyoverse has made it the mission statement to make sure Archons perform at a high level. She dupes characters. She transforms into a tall lady. That, yeah, I think a lot of people would really want that. Or she transforms into like a forest spirit, like a giant or like a bigger forest spirit. Like she, like think her, but like think of her, but like a razor. And then she transforms into, instead of a wolf spirit, or like instead of having a wolf guardian, she transforms into like this lady. Think One Piece Sulong. Like this. Let me show you guys another. Uh, like this. Is this what chat wants? Is this what chat wants Kusanali to be like? So this is after, right? This is after, people. This is after transformation. This is before. Yeah. So after, before. After, before. After. I swear this is what people like want Kusanali to be like. It would be cool though. It would be cool. Marquise Williams says, I'm swiping if that's the case. I'm sure a lot of people would be swiping if that were the case. But unfortunately, I do think she's just gonna be like a off-field supportive character. That's it. That's all she's gonna be. And she's gonna provide great buffing capabilities or enemy debuffing. Or what if she buffs enemies? I mean wait, rewind. Let me do that again. What if she buffs enemies? Okay, let me do that again. I swear. No. What if she buffs us while debuffing the enemies? So simultaneously. Think of Zhongli, but like think of the Zhongli shield, but applied in an area, like a gene circle. You guys know the gene constellation? There's a constellation for gene where I believe it's like it reduces enemies something while buffing your own something. Or is that two different constellations? Damn, okay, it's kind of like this, all right? Kind of like this one. Let me take move chat a little bit. It's kind of like this constellations. It's kind of like this constellation, like Gene C4, but all opponents have their let's say within the field created by Dendro Archon, whatever, right? All opponents have all resistance decreased by 25%, while all units within the circle increases their damage dealt by, I don't know, 15%. Something like that. Imagine like a buff like that. That would be insane. That actually would be insane. And that actually gives access to so much. And a lot of people would like that was straight up how much it has to be less than Viridescent though. Where is Viridescent? It has to be less than Viridescent. Increases sword and decreases enemy infused by sword for 40%. Then make it 30%. Make it 30% or something like that. Or like, yeah, like somebody said, a bit too strong, not gonna lie, but it's C6 worthy. Yeah, imagine if you can get her to C6, you can have 40% all resistance shred plus a 20% all damage output buff. Like, that would instantly put her to like SSSSS tier status. She'll be just as good, if not better than, no, she'll be better than Bennett and better than all Viridescent users. All of them. And make her shredding stack with Zhongli's shield. Make this stack with her debuffing. That would be crazy. That would be such a good character. I'm okay with her not doing that at C0. I'm okay with her not doing that at C0. I think her C0 shouldn't be able to do that. But if she can do that, or something similar to that, like a team buffing and enemy debuffing at the same time sort of deal, that's crazy. And imagine if like the AoE is like imagine if the AoE is like Albedo Circle, maybe bigger than that. Oh, that would be so good. And it moves with you. Oh my god, no. Oh, imagine if the buffing and debuffing aura is like on your character and it moves with you. Holy smokes. Like imagine if it's on Yelan and you just go like, and once the buff touches the enemy, it lasts for 30 seconds. You guys are gonna pull for that? You're gonna pull for that? Oh. Soul says YouTube is silencing me. This is trash. Wow. Alright, so you might have gotten like blacklisted by YouTube at this point, considering someone like this, considering your videos. Those red icons trigger me. Oh, chat. Alright. Before I open my BP, take a wild guess what level I am for BP. Just take a wild guess. What's my BP level right now? 5, 7, 15, 12, 12, 3, 5, 5, 12, 5, 14, 20, 11, 5, 7, 9, 14, 15, 18, 22. Somebody's at 48. Holy smokes. 10, 9, 35, 16. Okay, 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 okay. I don't even know what I'm at. Anybody said 4? Did anybody say 4? Somebody said 3. Nobody guessed 4? We have 3 and a lot of 5s. Not playing the game? No, I only come on to burn my resin to grind for Mora and EXP books. That's what I'm grinding for right now. I don't care about anything else. Like everything else I'm ignoring. Because I know for a fact Mora and EXP are like the definitive currencies. I'm trying to get this to maybe like 500-600. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. That's all I've been doing. And once in a while I'll do some commissions. That's it. And I'm saving up all the events to crush out the events in like 1 or 2 days. Or like however many days at any. That's all I'm doing. I'm not going in here doing like all the small tasks that they're asking me to do. What's that? How do I check? Oh yeah, over here. So I basically get my login. I'm not doing the mining. Sometimes I complete all my commissions, sometimes I don't. My weekly ones, I haven't really been like cooking, like forging, who forges, complete 3 requests, no, complete 3 bounties, and no. Realm, okay, maybe realm currency I should be doing. Create total of 10 furnishings, no. Purchase 2 traveling salesmen, no. Complete transit domain 3. This one, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It really depends on how I feel. This one, no, not really. Like sometimes I don't go that hard. Defeat bosses. I don't do bosses. Like why do I fight bosses now? I don't fight bosses anymore. Complete 15 domain challenges. That actually depends on whether I need to level up a weapon or not. But yeah. So that's pretty much it. Like I only play the game to hoard EXP and Mora. Like that's all I do. That's why my thing isn't high at all. This is not much incentive to do all the other stuff. There's like none. Close to no incentive to do any of this stuff. The events are gonna propel me pretty high though. Like once I push out some of these events, I'm gonna be like at level 10 maybe. Like I usually end patches at around level 14 or 15. That's that. And it's been like this for many patches. But this is also why I don't get burned out from the game, because I'm barely playing the game. Like, I'm barely playing the game. How can I get burned out if I'm barely playing the game? I play the game like 15, 20 minutes a day. I come on, maybe less than that sometimes. I come on. In fact, probably should burn this resin later. No rush, though. But yeah. Characters is all I care about. I want to collect the characters. I want to play with team synergies. That's all I do. That's it. But yeah. I think that's all we have for today. Yeah, excited for the characters. Tainari, I think he's gonna be okay. I think Tainari is gonna be an okay character. I don't think he's gonna suck. I think at this point, Hoyoverse will never release a character that's like absolute doo-doo. I don't think it's gonna really happen, especially a 5-star. They got most of it worked out. It's really just about personal preference for players, whether they want to pull and invest in a character. I have a video that I have slated for Yoimiya, and it's gonna be kind of copium. I know Yoimiya is not like, you know, a popular choice for people for the most part, but like I always do, there's the negative sides to her, then there's the positive sides to her, and I have yet to make a video that's kind of highlighting her in positive light. So I'm going to be doing that. All right, for the people who are like, oh my god, I just need validation for pulling Yoimiya, can't somebody just tell me that it's a good decision? That's going to be the video I'm dropping likely tomorrow. So, you know, look out for that. If you're a Yoimiya fan, look out for that video, because it's going to be coming out. It's going to be coming out tomorrow. Oh, another bot. Another bot. Anyways, so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna take my leave now because oh, make sure to tune into Flowcat's podcast tomorrow. I'll be on the podcast with Flowcat on his channel, I believe, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So think 15 hours from now. Like 15 hours from now, exactly 15 hours from now, I'll be in a podcast with Flowcat talking about probably some of the things we touched on today and just other stuff too. Okay, so would love to see you guys there. With that said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Had a nice time with you guys as always. Unfortunate we couldn't pull through for Oni. We were just a little bit short, but yeah, until next time, I urge you all to stay safe. Peace. Any questions before I go? Podcast where? On Flowcat's channel. It's called he's called The Flowcat. Maybe I'll make an announcement in Discord when we go live. Yeah. Maybe I'll make an announcement. So yeah, I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. Maybe in the video tomorrow. All right. Till then, urge y'all to stay safe. Peace. It was a good stream. All right, bye.